So, ladies and gents, we used to have the the older fashioned toilet or elevator here. So last week or a few weeks ago, when we were drilling or looking for water, we unfortunately found a bowl to be drilled on here next. I think it's 2-3 meters from where this toilet is. So luckily it was it had just been developed. It's one of the mistakes that I didn't do. It's one of the mistakes I didn't take care of. So I didn't check for water underneath before constructed the structures here. And you can see we already had this toilet here, but we actually now moved it to the other end, very far from this, primarily because it's advisable to not have a toilet, this type of a toilet, 2-3 meters or within 10 meters radius and the bowl. So we called in the drilling truck. They came, we Googled, we found it here. And then so there was a recommendation that we need to move and dig there, which is what we did. We already moved it, so it's there. So one thing that I also want to show you here is the fact that we have got one room. It's actually quite massive, this room. It's a storage room that we built previously because we wanted to be able to put our materials into. When you buying cements, when you've got your raw materials, other related raw materials and equipment, so we are happily able to put it there. So, but now what we have concluded is that we need to build another room nearby next to this. So if you check on the ground, we have made some markings already with the builders that we will be building another room as of tomorrow here. This room, therefore, it will be where someone will stay in. So we will have to employ someone to stay in. It's not necessarily a watch guard or a watchman or a security guard, but it's primarily so that they can be able to, have a person within the yard. I think it's just important. It increases integrity of the yard, and the yard is just secured because now we're just relying on the perimeter fence and the grace of God, at this stage. And we thank God so much for having protected the yard. And we are not saying we have had enough of His protection, but it's because we are also not ignorant in relation to what we are doing. So it's the wisdom from God anyway that we are able to do this. So this is what we'll be doing. So you can see here, next to me, it's just a big pile of roofing posts that we actually had to fight for them to be here. It was a big fight for them to come here, primarily because since Monday last week, we agreed with someone that, they will deliver poles for us. We made a very good deposit with them, obviously, after agreeing on the numbers. And there was a constant communication throughout the week, sealing the deal and also, just re-emphasizing on the arrival time, primarily because I booked the roofing guys to be here. So what happened is that we got disappointed on Saturday at the day where we expected our material to be dropped off on site. The guys didn't answer the call. That was just a red flag on its own. So I started to pick up my phone to call him. He was answering in the beginning to say, "No, sorry, man, we are late with an hour or two. As the day progresses, we'll be there." It was up until 12 o'clock, midday, where we were like, you know what, levering, meaning that no, it doesn't matter the promise the person has made. It's not just not gonna happen. We made a decision that we need to drive to Venda, over 140 k's from here to go and buy. And I just took one of the contractors, the roofing guys, with, and then we went over to the farms to go and buy these big quantities, because a quantity like this here would have costed me an arm and a leg. So hence the decision for us to be able to go to the farms. They were quite reasonable. The pricing was good as well. And then we then made a purchase. So we started chopping off these things from 4 o'clock in the afternoon up until 7 o'clock in the evening. We had to put them in a truck and then have the truck here by 9 o'clock. I will show you on some of the visuals. While I pause on this journey, I just want to show you here. If you come into this, so my guys are actually putting all the material in this building. So these are some of the cement bags that we have bought recently. We have them here. So all the materials that we buy, we put them here. So we just bought a few stuff for them to be able to cook and reinforce themselves while they work. So everything is here. Scaffolding, the switch on and off for a bowl. But this is actually very safe. The cements are good. Even if it rains today, I'm not worried about anything. All the raw materials, they put them here. So it's unfortunate that this therefore have to be outside for now. But it's because the guys are picking a lot of poles from here. They join them, and then therefore they are able to construct the roof the way we need it. So we just wanna walk a little bit into this building and show you very beautiful visuals as they develop of how far we are. Sorry about that. I'm sure you can see that the guys are actually coming very beautifully so with it. It's beautiful. By the way, this is where we will be housing around 10K of the units in terms of the broilers. So they will be housed exactly in here. And then on the other building, as soon as we are done, so we'll be able to be hosting a similar quantities, but in terms of layers. So we're opting to do both because it's quite good, and we're still trying to find our feet in terms of the beds that we love. At this stage, I just love them both because I know how to grow them, all of them, and I enjoy them both. So that's why we decided on constructing two buildings to be able to host both. So the building, it's technically done in terms of construction, not building, but at this stage we're at a roofing stage. If you check at the far end, you will see the guys are starting to erect the roof nicely. So we love it. It's beautiful work. We'll have some visuals of what we have. Hey, Makushu, lekaina rona va venda. Avata leona va venda. Diavuya ne. No, it's beautiful, man. Ke rat. So ke shoot a video mo. Itlole market a video as well. So if we're a builder somewhere on a small or a big building bigger than this, whatever the type of a project and however big it is, these are the guys to call. I have their contacts. You can call them. They will be able to help you to construct some beautiful work like they are doing for us here. That man up there, we went to render together yesterday. It was a big fight for us to be able to get the poles here. So now I'm excited. We are on it. We are on it. It's beautiful work, and we will show you some nice progress as we continue with this beautiful work. So on the other end, just be mindful there as you jump over. So the reason why I would like you to call these guys is because they are good. It's because they are good with what they are doing. I enjoy seeing the good work that they do. They are very much dedicated, very gentle on on your pocket as well. They understand that you are not a stranger to them. So no matter how far you are, how close you are, if you are within Endermark, within Amachava, Denron, and so on, even if you are in Lloyd Richard, Olupolukwani, and so on, just call us. We'll be able to make you meet the guys. For me, they're actually experts in what they are doing. They do a very good job, reasonable, clean, and so on. So they're just starting here. Don't look at this and make a conclusion. Check us a week or two down the line. I will show you the progress, therefore, of this. Then you will be able to make your own conclusions. But I can promise you, you will be very much convinced. So this dent here, we went to the farm together. In some of the visuals, you will see where we were. It was not easy. It was tough, but we actually had to go there ourselves and put some force so that we can be able to receive these things. Primarily because we were disappointed. The guy that we had a very good agreement with, he disappointed us. He just ghosted us, and we were a bit, heartbroken. That's why we went there. We convinced the guys. We really, really had to pray them um, to convince them. Can you do it like this? And then we convinced them to be able to, understand us and the fact that we are from far. And then from that point, they ended up agreeing into helping us. We were so excited. We had a few of them, a handful of them actually into that workhorse, the BMW 1 Series, so that and all the equipment, so that we could go to the farm and cut all this material. And we were able to successfully cut it. And yeah, voila, now we are here. Congratulations on the progress we have made. We celebrate it as as it comes, a bit by bit, a milestone by milestone. We put a small celebration, primarily because we understand that it was not easy for us to get it, but it's grace, so why not celebrate it? So we decided to complete that building. As you can see, we putting more focus and pressure on it. We've got two teams at the moment on site. That is the team that's doing the roof. And the building team actually will be joining us tomorrow to continue with the building work. Last week alone, they actually started to take this building higher. Um, so this is where we'll be housing um, all the layers. 10,000 of them are gonna be here. Like I said, the environment is actually very harsh in terms of the temperatures. Look around, you will see that the terrain itself tells you that it's actually very harsh. So it's a very hot environment, very very hot, and it's windy at the same time. Sometimes when it rains very very hard. So now it's actually a dry season, although it's summer, but it's actually very dry. However, we do have a bowl on site, so in terms of water, we are not struggling. And by the time we'll be hosting running production here, so we will definitely be able to cruise a bit because we invested into a bowl, and it gives us enough water. Um, you can see next to us here, it's actually just a farm. So we are in the bush a bit. It's the new stands where we are set up, but our immediate neighbor on the adjacent side is actually a bush. So it's someone's farm. They were lucky to have a farm like that, but in the future we'll have a setup like that. So it's quite exciting, the progress that we have so far. The visuals are good. The job is clean. The pocket is empty. But we are going forward with anticipation that it will definitely work out for us. So it's not just a wish and anticipation, but it's well calculated. We made proper calculations with the team. And yeah, so it's quite exciting. So hopefully we will be finishing very soon. And then, yeah, we'll take it from that point. But at this stage, um, a few days down the line, we will have beautiful visuals of the progress that we'll share with you. We'll post that. And we'll be able you will be able to definitely see where we are and where we're going. It's exciting. The aim here is to inspire someone who is aspiring to start. Definitely you can start. You are more than welcome. It's quite encouraging. If you meet up with the right people, they show you the right places, you are likely to end up well. Unlike if you don't start well, you will waste a lot of money in the process. So just know people, just know places, have the right contacts. You will definitely build efficiently, but quite effectively, cost effectively. Um, so yeah, it's quite exciting. I'm excited. It's a sunny day. That's why I also have my shades on, because it's quite very sunny and it's aggressive. But yeah, ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching today. If you're watching our channel for the first time, please do subscribe, do share, comment, share the video if you will. Happy for us. We do appreciate. If you want us, while you construct, we are not just constructing. It's also a learning curve for us. So if you wanna call us, have a discussion with us, there's numbers at the bottom of your screen. Please touch base with us on your WhatsApp, so that we can be able to talk and advise, where possible, and so on. And if you also want me to be the project leader on your structure as well, as we construct it, look, you are more than welcome. I will make sure that your raw materials are taken care of, they are safe, nothing goes to waste. Technically, all the cent that you pay, benefits you. So thank you so much, and we say love and peace. Have a nice one as we go out. Give a better U-turn.